For nearly 3 centuries, the Vikings left their mark on the world. Fearsome warriors, daring explorers, and masterful shipbuilders. These people from the north forever changed the course of history, from savage raids to the founding of new settlements. This is the story of the Viking Age. The Viking Age began around the late 8th century, when seafaring Norsemen from modern-day Norway, Sweden, and Denmark set sail in search of new lands, riches, and opportunities. Their world was one of harsh winters, rugged terrain, and a fierce need to survive. But these conditions gave rise to some of the most resilient and innovative explorers in history. At the heart of Viking expansion was their revolutionary longship. Fast, agile, and designed for both open ocean voyages and navigating shallow rivers, it allowed the Vikings to strike quickly and escape before their enemies had time to react. This made them feared across Europe. The first recorded Viking raid took place in 793 AD at the monastery of Lindisfarne, off the coast of England. The attack was swift and brutal, and it sent shockwaves across Christian Europe. For decades, Viking raiders targeted monasteries, coastal towns, and trading posts. Anywhere treasure could be found. But they weren't just mindless barbarians. The Viking raids were often highly strategic. Behind these attacks were not just warriors, but skilled leaders and tacticians. Viking chieftains planned their raids carefully, often striking during times of political instability when kingdoms were vulnerable. But there was more to the Viking legacy than just blood and steel. Vikings were also explorers and settlers, driven by a desire for new lands. They didn't just raid, they established colonies. In the late 9th century, they settled Iceland and later Greenland, under the leadership of famous figures like Eric the Red. But perhaps the most remarkable of all Viking voyages was the one that led them to North America, nearly 500 years before Christopher Columbus. Around the year 1000, Leif Erikson and his crew reached a place they called Vinland, believed to be in modern-day Newfoundland. While their settlements in the New World were short-lived, this achievement highlights their fearless spirit of exploration. Yet the Viking Age was not only about raids and exploration. Many Vikings were farmers, traders, and craftsmen. They built communities, engaged in trade across vast distances, and left behind a rich cultural legacy. They integrated into societies across Europe, from the British Isles to the coasts of France and beyond. The Viking Age came to an end by the mid-11th century, as European kingdoms grew stronger and more organized, repelling Viking invasions. But by then, the Norse had already left an indelible mark on the world. Their influence can still be felt in the languages, place names, and cultures of the regions they once ruled. Today, archaeologists and historians continue to uncover the secrets of the Viking Age. From ancient burial mounds to Viking artifacts preserved in the ice, these discoveries bring us closer to understanding these complex people. Echoes from the Viking Age still ripple through time. Warriors, explorers, settlers. Who were the Vikings really? Were they ruthless conquerors or daring pioneers seeking new horizons? Perhaps they were both. Their story is not just one of violence, but of courage, ambition, and an unyielding desire to explore the unknown. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more historical deep dives on echoes from the past.